Hey everybody, I am coming making this video message and I want to tell you to never be silent on family dysfunction. Let me say it again. Do not ever be silent on family dysfunction. The reason why I'm making this video message is because a lot of times people are ashamed and embarrassed of certain family members. And a lot of times people in families, they pick and choose who they want to like, who they want to respect. And when you have certain individuals in a family that picks and chooses certain family members that they want to like and respect, they don't hold them accountable. They don't call them out on certain things that they do. They don't call them out on certain things that they say. They don't call them out on their toxicity or their dysfunction. Instead, they will pacify them. They will placate them. They will make excuses for them. They will justify why they do certain things to other family members or to people, period, because it is their favorite cousin, it's their favorite auntie, or they love their grandparents, or they love their siblings. And so when you do this, or if you see people that do this, they uphold toxic, negative, gossipy, messy family members, there never is healing that takes place. There is not people in that family coming together, and there is no unity. And if you sit back and you are silent on the dysfunction, you now become part of the problem. Over the years, I have addressed family dynamic, and I've addressed certain things that families battle on a day-to-day basis. But now, because things are shifting, now because things are changing, and it's changing at a rapid rate, I need to address this again, because a lot of people is not sticking to them. A lot of people, they're tossing it to the side and they don't really pay attention to it, or they really just don't overall care about it. You've got to stop being silent on dysfunction in your family. You have got to get to a place where you are courageous enough, bold enough, and you are confident enough to start calling people out who is causing the family to break down, or they are causing dissension in the family, or they are causing people in the family to disrespect other family members or hate other family members. Now, hey, I'm gonna be honest. I'll be the first to tell you all that this is not an easy task, because when you have certain family members that pick and choose who they want to like, or you have certain family members that pick and choose who they want to respect, then when you come around and you try to teach anything, or you try to preach anything to them, or you try to give them sound advice and counsel, they will reject you. They will scoff at you. Not all family members, but certain family members, they will take offense to the fact that you really are trying to lead them or guide them or teach them, or just really tell them the plain truth about themselves. And so when you are dealing with people like that, I'm gonna just say it, and I know some of you're gonna get upset, but I have to be realistic about what certain people deal with. If you have uncouth or ghetto family members, or you have family members that are in the street, or you have a mixture of people in your bloodline that are alcoholics, or they are gang members, or you have certain family members that are really self-righteous, they are uppity, you have certain family members that are atheists, they don't believe in God. You have certain family members that no matter how sweet you are, no matter how respectful you are, they just don't want to hear anything about what it is that they're doing, even if it hurts you, even if it hurts themselves, even if it hurts those closest to them. Some of them, they just don't care. They have the attitude and the mentality, I want to do what I want to do, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I really don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you're trying to do positive to bring this family together. I'm going to keep myself separated, and I'm going to live the way I want to live. But whatever the case is, even if you cannot break through to that one family member where they don't respect you or they're not listening to you, you still cannot keep being silent on the toxicity and the dysfunction in your family. You have to, at some point, address your family members and confront them if you see them right in front of your face doing and saying saying things that they should not be doing and saying, or they are acting a certain way, and it is causing things to be destroyed in the family. And let me explain that. You could have a bloodline of people who really do want to come together and they want to be unified. They want to bury the hatchet. They want to make up with the family members that they've been beefing with. They want to have conversations with family members to find out why it is that they just cannot get along, or things that were said years ago and certain family members got moved out the way, either through death, or they moved out of town, or they stopped coming around. When certain people are moved around, and sometimes keep in mind that God does this, God causes a separation. So don't always think if there are certain family members who are at a distance from you, that they are at a distance from you because the enemy is in that, or because it's them. Sometimes the divine hand of the Lord, I'm an eyewitness to it, God will move them, and they are the troublemaker, whether you know it through discernment or not. But if you notice, when certain family members, it's like a game of checkers or chess. When they get moved around, you notice it's more peace with certain people. There are certain family members that will come for you in a good way, and their mentality, their attitude, their disposition towards you is totally different than it was when certain aunties were around, or certain cousins were around, or certain siblings were around, or certain elders in the family were around. And so when you start to see this, and you know that you want to bring unity, that is your heart, that is your intention, that is your plan. The thing about it is, you have to confront family members if they are causing a breakdown and avoiding that happening. Even if you don't break through to every single one that you want to be unified with, you've got to get the ones that are easier to talk to. You've got to go to the ones that are a little bit more emotionally intelligent, or they are more mild-mannered. I don't care if you have a bunch of hell raisers in your family. I don't care how tough somebody is. I don't care how drugged up they are, how much they drink, whatever it is. I have to say these things, guys, because it's just the truth. None of our family is perfect. So let's knock it off and stop thinking that when certain things are said, it's a trigger for you, or you think somebody is passing judgment or being mean or haughty. It's just the truth. And this applies to my people as well. But the point I'm making is that it doesn't matter how nasty somebody is, you can always catch one, even if you gotta wait till they're by themselves, and you confront them about certain things, and you let them know what your ultimate plan is, and you break through to them, and you let them know, I'm just trying to come together to bring all of us together. I want us to be better. I don't want us to just meet up with each other and talk to each other when there is a death in the family. I don't want it to be hostility between us. In the long haul, this is what my ultimate plan of action is for all of us. And so all I'm saying today is, stop being silent on family dysfunction. Some people, they give up on their family. They give up on their family, and they feel like, if you don't love me, screw you, I don't care about you, and I'm gonna move on. Some people feel like there is no hope for their family. Some people feel like when your family has come for you so many times and just so much, you just don't even care to try to make up with them. And I'm not saying that that has to happen in every case. I'm not here to say people that have come after you or disrespected you in your bloodline, that you have to be around them and make amends with them. But the Bible tells us to be at peace with all men. So even if, like I said, you can't break through to a family member, you still can be at peace with them, where you're in your corner, they are in their corner, but it's a mutual understanding and agreement. Okay, I know what my cousin is trying to do. I know what my aunt is trying to do. I know what my grandparent is trying to do. I know what my mom is trying to do. We're bumping heads. We don't get along, but I know that they want peace in the family. And so if I got to stay in my place and not speak on certain things or give a response or a reaction, that is what I'm going to do. If that's the smallest thing that I can offer my family to keep some level of peace, that is what I'm going to do. Let me tell you all this before I get out of here. You may not think that you are valuable or worthy enough to go to your family members and speak on dysfunction. You might feel like it's more beneficial to stay silent on the family dysfunction. But believe it or not, when you come correct or you pray before you go to a family member, I told you all this some years ago, you will be shocked at how you will be appreciated eventually. You may not see the manifestation of the work that you're putting in or the prayers you're putting in that moment, but eventually those people or that person that you've gone to consistently and showed them respect and love, they will start to appreciate you over time, and they will realize, hopefully it's not when it's too late, when you're gone or they're gone or whatever, but they will grow to appreciate the fact that you were the one in the family that wanted to be the peacemaker. You were the one in the family that wanted to do right by everybody. And you wanted everybody to just be connected, respect each other, and show each other love, although you all may not be that close. So I want you all to think about this. Really, really think about this, because family has been something that I've been thinking about. I've talked to a couple of very close family members this week. We've been talking back and forth for the past few weeks just about various things that have gone on in our family and what we can do to try to make things better, or what we can actually offer the family as a whole to make it better. And so I just want to come to you all today more so as an inspiration to tell you all it is always hope, and there is always hope in the Lord. The Bible says you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And so if you have the strength, and if there is still breath in your body, you ma'am or you sir, you still can be the vessel that the Lord uses to break through to your family members. I want to especially target those of you that have younger siblings. If you have younger siblings, with the rate that the world is going down now, and with the things that a lot of the Gen Zers are going through, if you are older and you have little cousins or little siblings, or you have aunts or uncles who are not really educated or knowledgeable on certain things, you really need to lay on them. You really need to leave some things on their mind to think about. You be the example and carry yourself a certain way, so they understand when all hell breaks loose in this world and on this earth, because it's going to happen. It's already unraveling, and we just don't know how fast it's going to unravel, but it's unavoidable. You need to let them know and teach them and train them on how to keep their mind together, how to keep their spirit and their heart pure, and you need to give them a method or strategy on how they can maneuver around it with the help of God, and keeping their faith in these end times. That's the video message. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have taken offense to anything I spoke about in this video, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned, because I know you will forgive me in the morning.